Hi, I'm Lisa and I'm from the Pretty Sweaty Stuff Yoga. We'll start to sit on our shins in Hero's Pose. You can sit on top of a block or a cushion if that feels a little bit more comfier, and your legs will be to the outside of the prop. And just begin to settle on inwards here. Knowing that what happens on the mat today, whatever we practice, our yoga teaches us to be patient and to deal with tough situations. But remember, it's our breath that leads the way through the discomfort, through the battlefield. So take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Big inhale. Exhale. Making sure you can keep this new breath throughout the practice. Whenever you're ready, take your time. We'll meet standing at the top of the mat, folding forwards. Maybe wiggle out through the ankles, the feet. Do whatever feels good. And then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back. We'll come to tabletop position. Hands and knees. Shoulder stacks on top of the wrists. So come to bring your right leg up, but keep it bent. So the right sole will be towards the ceiling. You can have your left toes tucked under for more stability. Stay here if you like, shoot your left arm out in front of you. Take a deep inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, elbow to knee crunch. Inhale, release. Squeeze that imaginary ball between the right heel and the glute. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, release. Exhale, crunch. Release your left hand to the mat, but keep that 90 degrees on that right leg. Again, imagine popping that ball. Activate into your hamstring, and then release to the ground. So bend into your left leg, lift it up. Stay here if you like, shoot your right arm out. Take a deep inhale, exhale, crunch. Inhale, release, hollow out the belly, and as you exhale, crunch. Inhale, release. Exhale, crunch. Release your right hand to the mat. Keep that 90 degrees in the bend. Squeeze that imaginary ball. Breathe. And then release, tabletop. And we'll slowly meet in a downward facing dog. Maybe moving around here once you arrive here. Then inhale, look at the front of you. Easy walk to the top of the mat, folding forwards. Press down the feet. Inhale, lift all the way up, reach the arms up. Draw the belly in. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, pull the chest through. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Shift forwards as you lower halfway down, squeeze the elbows in. Inhale, finds your back bend, point 10 toes. Really press down the tops of the feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. And again, inhale, look at the front of you. Easy walk to the top of the mat, folding forwards. Press down the feet. Inhale, lifts you all the way up. Reach the arms up. Exhale, folds you all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Shift forwards, lower halfway down. Inhale, finds your back bend, point 10 toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look at the front of you. Slowly walk to the top of the mat, folding forwards. Press down the feet. Inhale, lifts you all the way up. Reach the arms up. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Draw the belly in. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Lower halfway down. Inhale, finds your back bend. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, float your right leg up. Exhale, roll the hip open, send the heel towards the glute. Inhale, lift high onto your left toes. Exhale, right foot steps forward between the hands. Rise up, high lunge. Find that nice railway track. Reach the arms up. And then bring the hands together, heart center. Inhale, create your length. Exhale, bow down halfway. Pull back on the right hip. Find length along the spine. back leg floats, warrior 3. Feel free to release your fingertips to the ground, or maybe use a block, even use a wall. Keep breathing. Press down that right foot. Keep that left leg straight as you lift all the way up, standing nice and tall, but hover the left foot. And then come back to your warrior 3. Inhale, lift, hover the left foot next to the right, and then coming back for your warrior 3. Almost like a single leg deadlift, if you're a gym goer. Like a seesaw, keep breathing, use the core. And then pausing in your warrior 3. Reach the arms out in front of you. Does not feel good, switch up the hands. Keep finding length, keep dropping the left hip down. Breathe. So I'm just going to turn around so you can see my curtsy squat. So I believe my right foot is forwards and my left leg is long behind. Reach the arms up as you side bend over towards the right. Keep flexing into that left foot. Find that stretch. Lift all the way up, bring the hands together, heart center. Squat low. Feel free to keep your left leg long, or you can bend into that left knee and lift the foot up. So I'm going to turn back around again. Left knee to the outside of that right leg. And then coming back for your warrior 3. Curtsy squat. Inhale, lift, warrior 3. Exhale, curtsy squat. Take it slow. Warrior 3. Curtsy squat. Come back to your warrior 3. Curtsy squat. Warrior 3. Again, feel free to release your fingertips if you prefer. It's okay to wobble. And we'll open ourselves up for a half moon. So right fingertips underneath the right shoulder. Spin the whole body open towards the left. Left leg in line with your left hip. So come back to hover your left foot next to your right foot. Tap your left foot with your left hand. Inhale, return back to your half moon. Yeah. And as you exhale, tap your left hand to your left foot. Inhale, release, half moon, keep it strong. And as you exhale, tap. Inhale, release, half moon. Exhale, tap. Come to your half moon. Breathe. And then release your left fingertips to the ground, standing splits. Reach your left leg towards the ceiling. Think about getting that forehead to touch the shin. And then take your time, we'll meet in a downward facing dog. Wiggle out if you need to. And then inhale, roll forward, plank pose. And as you exhale, micro bend your knees, lift your hips up and back, downward dog. Twice more, inhale, sweep forward, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. One last time, inhale, sweep forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. So inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, roll the hip open, send the heel towards the glute. Inhale, lift high onto your right toes. Exhale, left foot steps forward between the hands. High lunge. Front knee stacks on top of the ankles. Squeeze inner thighs together as you bring the hands together, heart center. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, bow down halfway. Keep sending the head forwards. Keep squeezing the thighs together. Keep reaching forward with the head. And then take it up, warrior 3. Again, feel free to use the block, the wall, or fingertips to the ground. Press down that left foot, or stand all the way back up. Hover your right foot next to the left. And then slowly take it back for your warrior 3. Again, inhale lifts you all the way up. And as you exhale for your warrior 3. Keep breathing. Lift up nice and tall. And then come back to your warrior 3. Stand nice and tall. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, warrior three. Pause here and then reach the arms out in front of you. Does not feel good? Switch up the arms. Draw the belly in, drop the right hip down. Coming back to your curtsy squat stretch. So bring your right leg long behind your left leg. Left knee is bent. And then stand tall, arms towards the ceiling. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, side bend over towards the left. Draw the belly in. Come all the way back up, hands together, heart center, or whatever feels good with the hands. Squat low, sink the butt back. Keep your right leg long, or you can bend into the knee, curtsy squat. Inhale, release for your warrior three. And as you exhale, curtsy squat, go slow. Inhale, release, warrior three. Exhale, curtsy squat. How low can you go? Inhale, release. Exhale, curtsy squat. These are also really hard on carpet. Inhale, release, warrior three. Exhale, curtsy squat. Inhale, release. Exhale, curtsy squat. Inhale, release. Exhale, half moon. Spin your body open towards the right. Left fingertips finds the ground. You can also place your left hand on top of a block as well. Keep finding length along the side body. And then bring your right foot next to the left foot. Tap the right foot with your right hand. Inhale, release. And as you exhale, tap and hover. Inhale, release. Go slow. And as you exhale, hover. Inhale, release. Exhale, tap. Inhale, release. And as you exhale, tap. Inhale, release, half moon. And as you exhale, standing splits. Use the block again if you like. Thinking about bringing the forehead to the left shin. And then take your time, we'll meet in a downward facing dog. Coming back to those spinal rolls to give your legs a break. So inhale, roll forward, find your plank pose. And as you exhale, micro bend your knees, lift your hips up and back, downward dog. Twice more, inhale, sweep forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. One last time, inhale, sweep forwards. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Look at how they're in front of you. Slowly step, jump, float, top of the mat. Chair pose. Big toes together, little gap in the heel. Find that slope along the spine. We're going to go for 10 little pulses. So we'll go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Folding forwards. Interlace your fingers behind you, send the arms over. Releasing the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. So grab your block or the cushion. You can also do it without a prop. I'm going to set up for a Revolt side plank. So right hand to the mat, and you're going to bring your left foot on top of the block or the cushion, or just bring it out behind you. Spin the whole body open towards the left. So think about stacking your hip and shoulders on top of each other. Press down with that left foot into the ground or into that prop. So we're thinking about really activating into that left leg. And then you can do whatever feels good with the bottom leg. So I think I'm trying to find a comfortable place at this point. I have no idea what I'm doing. But we're really trying to isolate into that top leg. You can always tap the right knee to the mat if that feels better. And then reach your right leg long next to the left corner of the mat, falling triangle. And then we'll come for the other side. So placing your right foot on top of the block, cushion, or just on the ground. Spin the body open towards the right. Neck is nice and long. Press down on that right foot so that the left leg will naturally lift up. Again, does it feel good? You can always just tap the left knee to the mat. Think about really activating into that right glute and the right quad. Breathe. And then fall in triangle. Reach your left leg long, sort of towards the right corner of the mat. And then slowly release to the ground. We'll eventually meet in a downward facing dog. Take your time. So keep hold of the prop. Inhale, float your right leg up, roll around the hips if you like, and then we'll step your right foot on top of the block or the cushion or nothing at all. Still works. Adjust yourself if you need to, and then lift up for your high lunge. So front knee stacks on top of the ankle, back knee can always slightly bend. Arms towards the ceiling, and then bring the hands together at heart center. Draw the belly in, press down that right foot, stand to the top of the mat, tuck your left knee in. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, left foot steps behind you, high lunge. Switch up the arms if you like. And then lift all the way back up, tuck your left knee in. Step back, high lunge. Squeeze inner thighs, and then lift all the way up, tuck your left knee in. So we're going to pistol squat. You can hold your left knee, and then think about sending the butt behind you as you tilt the head forwards. Go slow, and eventually bring the seat to the ground. Come to lie on your back, set up for your bridge pose, but keep that right foot on top of the prop. So you can tickle the heels. Draw the belly in. Press down that right foot, lift your hips up, left leg towards the ceiling. 10 pulses. We'll go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay strong. Pause. Keep pressing down that right big toe. Release. And then eventually we'll meet back in a downward facing dog. However way you like to get there, take your time. We'll set up for the other side. Inhale, float your left leg up, roll around the hips if you like. Step your left foot on top of the prop. Bring your right foot forward a little bit more if you need to. Adjust yourself. High lunge. Front knee stacks on top of the ankle. Keep squeezing the thighs together. Take a deep inhale. Press down that left foot. Stand at the top of the mat. Tuck your right knee in. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, nice and slow, high lunge. And again, press down that left foot. Stand all the way up, use the core. Tuck your right knee in. Inhale. Exhale for your high lunge. And again, one last time. Inhale, picture all the way up, tuck your right knee in. Pistol squat again, grab your right knee or extend into that right leg if you've got the range of motion today. Sink the butt back as you bend into that left leg. Find that slope along the spine. Lower all the way down to come to lie on your back. Keep your left foot on top of the prop as you set yourself up for your bridge pose. See if you can tickle the heels. Draw the belly in. Lift your right leg towards the ceiling and then lift your hips up. Tiny pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finding some stillness. Keep the hips lifted. Draw the belly in. You can always bend into that right leg if that feels better. Press down that left foot. And then slowly lower all the way down. And then slowly meet back in a downward facing dog. Take your time. Move the prop. You don't need it anymore. So do any final last wiggles if you need to. Completely up to you. Look ahead in front of you. Slowly step, jump, float through the arms. We'll come to extend the legs out in front of you. Sit nice and tall. Flex into the feet, activate into the quads. Take a deep inhale, find your length. And as you exhale, fold forwards. Keep finding length along the spine. So if you've got tight hamstrings, super important to keep the knees bent. Ease off the lower back. You can also use a strap or a bathrobe strap to loop around the arches of the feet. Keep breathing as we begin to slow things down even more. And then come all the way up. We'll come for double pigeon or just easy seated position. So stack your right ankle on top of the left knee, shins on top of each other. Does not feel good, just bring the right shin forwards in front of the left. Keep the length of the spine. You can always begin to fold forwards. Maybe searching a little bit more for the outer hip stretch. When you're ready to come up, we'll trade sides. So left shin on top or forwards, whatever's best for you. Sit nice and tall, maybe this is where you're at. Again, more than welcome to fold forwards. Slowly come all the way up, we'll come for half splits. We'll start with the right leg straight out in front of you. Keep flexing into that right foot and keep the hips stacked on top of the left knee for now. Keep that long spine, as maybe if you've got space, fold forwards. Stay here as long as you need to. If you like, we can come for a lizard lunge. Hands to the inside of that right foot. Right foot is grounded. Remember, front knee points in the same direction as the toes. You can stay here. Maybe you would like to lift your left knee off. Your practice, completely up to you. Remember to keep the breath soft though. Add in any bits that you would like to. So maybe a twist, or maybe stay where you are. Take your time as we meet in half splits on the left side. So bring your left leg forwards. Left leg is straight. Think about pulling back on that left hip as you find length along the spine. Keep breathing. More than welcome to try your full splits as well. Stay here. If you like, we'll come to a lizard lunge. Hands to the inside of that left foot. Ground your left foot down. Again, maybe this is where you're at. If you want to try bringing your right knee up for a little bit more sensation, completely up to you. Listen to your body. And add in anything that you need to, that you crave. Again, maybe coming back to that twist. But don't feel like you have to grab that back ankle. Release what you've got, and then we'll come to a wide leg seated position. So bring the seat to the ground, legs nice and wide. Keep the quads nice and active. Roll the inner thighs towards the ceiling. Stay here. If you're feeling nice and comfortable, maybe you like to try to fold forwards. Again, keep the length of the spine. Notice if there's anything cropping up for you right now. So if your mind starts to wander, just keep coming back to the breath. Come all the way up. We'll come to lie on our backs. Bring the feet to the ground. So left foot to the mat as you cross your right ankle on top of the left thigh. Stay where you are if you like. Pick the left knee up and then interlace your fingers underneath the left thigh. Keep the right ankle crossed over. Release your hand as you bring the legs over towards the left, so the right foot will find the ground. If this doesn't feel good, just stack the knees on top of each other. Nice spinal twist with an extra outer hip stretch. Come back through center and then we'll come for the other side. Left ankle on top of the right thigh. Maybe stay here. If you like, more than welcome to pick up that right leg. So when you're ready to release the right foot to the mat as you bring both legs over towards the right. Again, keep that left ankle crossed on top of the right thigh. Come back through center, hug the knees in as you rock side to side. Take a deep inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, release the legs out in front of you. Arms by your sides, palm faces up, eyes closed. Final pose. Stay here as long as you need to. If you like, come to a comfortable seated position. Taking a big inhale. Easy exhale. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my practice with you. With love and gratitude, Namaste.